because of, stigma or fear, internalized ableism. There's a lot of reasons that people might not identify publicly as disabled, but definitely there is a huge discrepancy between the number of people with disabilities versus representation in media. As you can see, about 3.4% of children's books, and that was 2019. We are getting better. There are more and more books being published, but we have a way to go. But if you look at other media, television, and this one surprised me, 3.1% of characters on screen, and this is a 2023 statistic, but in children's television, it's less than 1%, and especially kiddos who are, very impressionable. That's such a low number.
And you'll see later too, we do have some negative stereotypes that we've written down. And unfortunately, a lot of those you'll probably recognize from TV and unfortunately books. It's very interesting. And thank you so much to Hedgie Amanda for allowing us to use her incredible graphics. So this was taken from her Instagram. So we just wanted to give you a chance to read over this if you haven't had the chance, but highly recommend you check out her post on this. She gave a huge list of great recommendations or great recommended reads that have characters that have either a disability or a chronic condition, and they're just written so well in a way that is, person first, where you have these dynamic characters and the whole story doesn't revolve around, their disability or their chronic condition, but who they are as a person. So definitely recommend adding all of these to your TBR list and checking out Amanda's post as well. And then throughout this presentation, we included some additional info. So we have a related text here with kind of the same message. So everything is linked in this presentation. So if you want to do some reading on your own time, feel free to click any of those just for more education on this topic.
Yeah, and this particular link that from Alice Wong, who's an author, an activist, and founder of the Disability Visibility Project. I printed out a wonderful quote by her about why representation matters. And she said, "Disabled people hunger to see themselves authentically depicted. And I built my platform because there were so few spaces for us and by us. I had little interest in making my work palpable in order to garner interest from mainstream outlets. The challenges and barriers are significant for disabled writers, artists, and creative, but there's also such richness, joy, creativity, and abundance in our wisdom and lived experiences. This is what drives me every day." So despite being, the least represented in media, there's still, a large group of people who are really coming forward and sharing their stories or doing the responsible work.
Yeah, Amanda, do you want to jump in?
Just one quick thing about the recommendations that are in that post. What I found really interesting about each of the main characters, and I think you'll see as well if you read any of them, is that like none of them are that token disabled person that's meant to be like a learning tool or anything like that. The disability is part of them and how they live their life, how they move about the world, and like nobody's expected or like encouraged to pity them or anything. It's like unlike in a lot of children's books where those characters are so often like there to like I said, be a teaching tool. These characters are like, they're important, they are seen as whole people, and yeah, that's just why I wanted to give those recommendations. And I have so many others. I just couldn't fit them all on that one post. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share.
Yeah, thank you so much. We
Yeah.
appreciate you letting us share your post and your incredible TBR list. And I know you gave me so many good recommendations too when I was looking for books as well. So greatly appreciated.